As a self-proclaimed metho nerd, I love a church conference. I really do, and it's that time of year. Next Sunday, October 19th, we have our yearly Charge Conference. This is the big one, and it's a gathered Charge Conference, so we'll meet with other United Methodist churches in our district to do the business of the church together. Join us at 3 p.m. at Riverside Park, UMC in downtown Jacksonville. This combined meeting with other churches in our district is led by our district superintendent as we do a vote to approve all of our budgets, membership rosters, and other typical things that the members have to approve each year. Like I said, it's the business of the church. Now, everyone is encouraged to come and participate in these conferences where you can learn firsthand about the workings and decisions of the church committees. Only members of the church may vote on these items, but Charge conferences are open to everyone. So wear your red Love Shows Up shirt and plan to join us for the Gathered Charge Conference Sunday, October 19th at 3 p.m. at Riverside Park in downtown Jacksonville. Now, any self-proclaimed metho nerd is going to have a dog-eared copy of one of these. It's our brand new Book of Discipline. This one reflects the updates voted upon at last General Conference. Now, this book is chock full of anything and everything having to do with who, why, and what we are as United Methodists and how we live life together. Now, maybe you've never encountered this book, but as the conference secretary for the Florida Conference and an executive member of the Board of Ordained Ministry, let me tell you, I refer to this book a lot. And when I facilitate small groups, I seem to use it most because of the section on the social principles. Do you know what those are? Our United Methodist Social Principles are a prayerful and thoughtful effort by the General Conference to speak to the complex real-world issues in our lives and in our global community. And they're a product of more than a century of legislative work done by clergy and laity from the United Methodist Church and our predecessor denominations. Now, pretty much any topic you can think about in the world today is covered in these social principles with thoughtful ways to look at those topics through the lens of our Wesleyan heritage and scripture. And this is a living document, which was just updated at the last General Conference. If you're not familiar with the social principles or are interested in learning more about the newest updates, join Pastor Rachel as she leads a 3-week discussion class on this important part of our Book of Discipline. Learn why we have it, what it says, how we can apply it, and what parts have recently been updated. Her class is Wednesdays after dinner at 6:15, beginning October 29th in Maxwell Hall. Learning about the social principles is a key part of learning about what it is to be a United Methodist. So sign up for Wednesday dinner and stay after for Pastor Rachel's study on the social principles. Sign up for the Social Principles class by emailing RSVP at mumconline.com, visiting mumconline.com/sign up, or by calling the church office. And you don't have to get the big Book of Discipline to find the social principles. There is a brand new book with just that section on the social principles available. Pastor Rachel will have a couple copies of that book for anyone who signs up this week. Or you can buy a digital copy or a print copy from Cokesbury.com or your favorite bookseller. If you order your own book, make sure it is the new 2025 through 2028 edition. Now, I mentioned last week when I spoke about the upcoming Fall Festival that it was the product of work of our latest strategic plan. And another section in that same plan suggested that we work on offering more opportunity for study and learning on Sunday mornings. And well, we're doing just that. Here's 2 new Sunday morning classes that you can get involved in. First, we have our Soul Check, which is a perfect class for anyone attending the 8 o'clock service. It's at 9:30 a.m. in room 304. It's a great drop-in class facilitated by Dan Nesbitt. Each week, he'll cover the questions for reflection offered from each sermon. Those are the questions shown after the sermon on the digital worship, and they're also shared with the sermon in the Monday Connect. Dan has those questions early each week, and he'll use them as the basis for a discussion diving deeper into the sermon that you just heard that morning. This class has already started, and you can join in now at 9:30 each Sunday in room 304. And we also have a new class at 11 each week. Beginning next Sunday morning, October 19th, is what we are calling the Life Application Sunday School class. This is facilitated by Dave Bowers and is in room 305. They'll rotate their studies on different topics and books. The first study they're doing is reflecting together on the book called If You Want to Walk on Water, You Got to Get Out of the Boat by John Ortberg. There are a few copies of this book in the Parton Center, or you can order a digital or print copy from Cokesbury.com or your favorite bookseller. Sign up for either of these Sunday morning classes by emailing rsvp@mumconline.com, visiting mumconline.com/sign up, or by calling the church office. Participating in the business of the church at next week's Charge Conference. Learning about our Wesleyan beliefs and witness in our world through Pastor Rachel's Social Principles class. And growing through new study opportunities each Sunday morning. These are just 3 things that you can do to live your calling through Memorial.